I can't hate me. Do you know what I mean? If I've just been myself and reacted to things how I would react, then I can't be mad at myself. I kept it real. I kept it real.
Can I just intergene with something real quick? Can I just intergene with something? So, like, obviously, everything she's saying is the truth. Because, like, one thing that I've noticed, and it's from both sides, is both sides have at one point lied about certain details, have like done things for the sake of fake mix-up. Like, for example, in the instance where Amy talked about how someone signed into Range Doll's account. Like, why the fuck would they try and set it up to make it look like Range Doll was secretly talking to Valentina to try and make her look some type of way? Like, people are lying. So...
That's why I just stuck. Like, when I left the villa, obviously people are thinking about, how am I going to come on the internet? And like, I was just thinking about, how am I going to make my money back? Like, I've been gone for a week. Like, how am I going to, like, you know, change the script? Because at the end of the day, you guys are still going live and mentioning my name. Tamira, I have never come on TikTok and even mentioned her name. And if you find my TikToks, a lot of them, I've not even mentioned certain girls' names. Like, if the shoe fits, wear it Cinderella kind of vibe. But you're going on live saying, I smell this and that. I'm sorry, but I had Yves Saint Laurent perfume in my bag. I had my Hugo Boss. You can't tell me I smell. And why didn't you tell me that in the villa?
Did you have your deodorant? Did you have that?
I had everything. Y'all can't tell me that I smell because y'all didn't say that at the villa. And then when you come out, you kind of want to paint a narrative and make yourself look better. Apparently I wasn't getting bullied in the villa, whatnot. Cool. But tell me why Lani, her sister, Hope, the cameraman, and even the security are all in agreement. There's even a video on my TikTok where Lani is like, I don't understand why all these girls have a problem with you. Because, again, I was nice until my niceness literally got taken for weakness. So then when I had to act a certain way, you're acting bad. You came in the villa room. But no, I posted a TikTok saying that I had short nails and my braids were done. Like, I'm ready. And then everyone was like, yeah, but it's how you made the TikTok. But loads of people posted their braids and their nails. I just jumped on that bandwagon. You know what I mean? A lot of people started making a rumor that I was secretly recording in the grass. So I had this digital camera, right? And it's a red digital camera. People try to say that I hid it in the bushes to try and like record them. Yo, it's a digital camera. And when I showed Dasa that you can't even take video, she was like, oh, do you see what I mean? So it's like some little things like that. I put it in the tree because it was next to the pool. Logically, I'm not going to put it on the floor. Someone's going to stand on it. Logically, there's water, camera, water, duh. So I put it on the tree, on like the branch of the tree. And then people wanted to run that narrative. So then they're like, Lani, she's recording us secretly in the grass. And then Lani's come over to the other villa and was like, so I've heard that you're secretly recording. I'm like, you're taking a piss. You're actually taking a piss. They thought my little red digital camera that takes pictures were for, you know, secret audio in the villa. But anyway, after that cookie thing happened, everyone's all paranoid. Everyone's high rated. And then she did that a couple times. Lani did bring people back to the villa a couple times. With the no food situation, Lani did generally leave us with no food. We have a car, but the security men...
How many cars was there? Just one?
There was 3 cars, but for our villa, Lani left us with a car. I don't know if that was purposely, but she left us with one car to do the trips with, and it was quite a big car. But the security are not licensed, like they're not on the insurance to drive that car. So technically they shouldn't even be driving that car. Every time we drove that car to maybe go shops, because Renee did a huge food shop at one point, if we were driving, we have got risk of getting caught in it. And if the police pull us over, then we are fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hi Mimi. I have 2 questions. Sorry, Lene. I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Number 1, were your flights paid for?
Our flights were all paid for, but because I wanted to join AntiBadderz in quotation marks, Lani refused to give me my return ticket. So I had...
Okay. And secondly, a lot of people want to know whether or not Miss R Fabulous smells, so whether or not you can confirm or deny those allegations.
MLG, stop trying to mix things. This is not relevant to the conversation. Stop trying to put her into problems. Stop trying to mix things. This is not relevant to the conversation. Stop trying to put her into problems.
Sorry, Amy. Feel free to.
People want to know. No,
Definitely
guys,
is
this
relevant.
is wicked. That's wicked, though.
It
Come on.
definitely is
Like, you're going to
relevant.
put her into problems. Like, she's
The
a
people
good
want to
girl.
know, and I think it's part of the interview, Bab. Thank you.
Okay, anyway, answer. Go on, answer if you want.
Mimi, leave the app and come back. Swipe up and come back. Swipe up and come back. Mimi, leave the app and come back. Swipe up and come back. Swipe up and come back. Mimi, leave the app and come back. Swipe up and come back.
Amy, swipe up on that. Oh, okay. Anyways.
Oh.
It's just very wicked. The things that I'm hearing, you know, there's a light bulb moment. Oh, she's back.
What happened? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, you were echoing. Yeah, so number one, the flights. What happened with the flights?
The flights, I paid for my own flight back.
Right, and the second question, the people really want to know, did Miss Our Fabulous tree smell? Or is that something you know?
No, she never smelled. I'll be so real.
Okay, thank you. Go on, Lene.
So
She showered regularly for all of your information.
you paid for your own flight back. Like, well, what is that about? Talk to me about
I
that.
did.
Why?
So
Why did that happen?
I said Lani because it was coming up to like the last few days of of Croatia, and Lani was like, "Oh, aren't you on AntiBadderz now?" So she was just being a bit petty about the flight, and the flight home was about $250. And when I got to the airport, my card did get blocked.
So what happened?
Oh, I have another account. So it was calm in the
lovely.
end. But
So has that money been reimbursed back to you now, or?
No, because I didn't do confessionals. If I went to confessionals, she said that she would have paid back my flight money, but I didn't want to go to confessionals because even the day of us leaving, like the literal day we left Croatia, in the morning, Lani pulled up with 2 cars. This is what happened with the frying pan. So me, Goody, Shelley, Range and Renee were all in house. Also, Goody came like a day after Shelley and Thingy. I forgot to add that bit. But the last day, we're trying to get a taxi for me because I've got a different flight. My flight's later on in the day. Theirs is in the morning. It took us about an hour to get a taxi. Like, this is generally what I mean. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's like one taxi firm and you have to like pre-book. So it took us so long to get this taxi. I stayed up with Goody all night. We didn't sleep because we had a funny feeling, not necessarily Lani, but the girls were going to pull up or some bullshit because it's our last night, innit? So
But wait, Amy, can I just ask you, was Lani's laptop taken? Was this when was this?
We had the laptop, but it was left in our villa.
Okay, so it's not like you guys went to their villa and picked up the laptop.
No,
the laptop was in you guys'
yeah.
villa that you were staying with the security and production.
And the camera.
Can I ask a question to that as well? What were you guys planning on doing with the laptop?
I don't know. I wasn't a part of that part. I found the laptop and it was in my bedroom and it was in the wardrobe on the top shelf. And then I told Renee, like, whose laptop is this? I even asked the cameraman, like, is this anyone's laptop or whatnot? And then boom.
Guys, let's get this live to 10K. Why are we struggling to get this live to 10K? Shelley, Amy has come to tell us everything. Amy has come to tell us everything, and you lot are struggling to get this live to 10K.
This is the real thing.
We haven't even got her box to 500 coins yet. Like, what is actually going on, guys? Let's get these likes up. Let's send a rose to Amy, the truth teller, and let's get this show on the road. We've turned off the comments for a second. Let's get this live up. Let's keep it going. Let's get it to 15K. Come on, let's go. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Let's go. Tap some roses, tap some roses, tap some roses. Thank you, Only Chev, for blessing Amy. Pay, MLG. This is crazy, right?
It's festive. Honestly, I still can't get off the Oyster card. That's shocking.
You know what I mean? That Oyster card business is crazy. I mean, I do get it though. If you have your Oyster card in the back of your phone, do you get it?
Yeah.
But Oyster card even reaching to Croatia, to Pussy Clark. This is rough. I mean, Pepe, what's your take on this so far? This is like, obviously you said you believe Amy, but like...
No, I've been listening very, very attentively because, you know, I'm a bullshit meter. If I see inconsistencies in the story, I have to call it out. And so far, she's been very, very consistent. You know, a lot of her story corroborates with the other side, what they had said as well. So I have no reason to believe that Amy is lying. And it'll be interesting to see how, you know, if people will come up here and say that she's lying. Because,
I dare them to say that. I'll be real. I dare you all to say that I'm lying because, you know. I know what I saw with my own 2 eyes.
Well, sorry, let's go back into it. So you said that you and Goody stayed up all night because you guys had a feeling that something was going to pop off. Well, what did you guys experience that night?
Well, it was the last day. Sorry, 1 second. So yeah, Goody made us like get away back to the airport or whatever not. And that night we had a bad feeling. So me and Goody stayed up all night, kind of on the lookout because again, like she brought girls to the house. She brought Dassa to the house as well. Even after the cookie thing, no, I got a text. Even after the cookie thing, she still brought stuff back. Like people back to the villa. Do you know what I mean? She still brought people back to the villa. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Someone text.
So you said that you found the laptop. It was in the wardrobe and the left-hand side or something like that. And what you've given it over to the girls.
Yeah, I gave it to Renee. I just gave it to them. And then that night we're trying to order the taxi still. And then we hear noises and Renee texts me. And she's like, can you hear that? I'm like, no, I'm so high. I'm not going to lie. I am so frazzed. I'm not a good lookout. I was just frazzed out my head. And she texted me. She's like, can you hear them noises? I was like, no, lock all the doors. Because after the cookie thing, we're locking the doors all the time. Whoever walks out, even everyone's on edge now. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know what to expect. So 2 cars pulled up. And this was the night, the morning we were leaving. It was like 6 a.m., something stupid like that. And all the cars, 2 cars have pulled up, car full. Grace, C, whatnot. Goody goes out and they all go to rush Goody. But before then, they're trying to get in the boot of the 1 car we have left because we packed all our luggage ready to go airport in the morning. So we put all our luggage in that boot of the car and they've opened the car. Everyone's awake now. Shelly was sleeping on the sofa. I tried to wake up Shelly. Shelly wasn't waking up. Miss Our Fabs come running up because obviously they've all pulled up. The taxi man, I feel sorry for the taxi man because he's pulled up as well. We spent so long trying to get this taxi and now the girls are opening the taxi door, trying to get in the taxi, moving really ratchet. So the taxi man, I've tried to calm him down. I've run downstairs. I'm trying to hold the taxi. He was like, I'm going to park round the corner. The owner of the villa are still at the house as well. The owner's there at the villa, the person who owns the villa, whatnot, he's come on the last day as well. So the taxi man, I'm trying to stop the taxi man because we've spent so long trying to get this taxi. He's like, I'm going to park up the road. He drives and he drives off. He don't come back. So then
rain was storming in there.
No. Luckily, the taxi wasn't loaded. It was the car that we had loaded with all our belongings.
Right.
But the taxi and the car are going to the same place, the airport. It's the last day. But the girls, they all had a flight at 10 a.m. My flight was at 4 p.m. So I had a later flight. The taxi was for me and anyone who couldn't fit in the car. Bear in mind, the car is a 5-seater anyway. There's like, 8 of us, maybe, I want to say, around 8 of us or whatnot.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, the thing with Goody, the frying pan situation, that all happened.
So tell us about that. What happened with the frying pan? Who got hit with the frying pan?
Lani got hit with the frying pan.
But the frying pan was squashed.
Yeah, I ran downstairs and then I told Renee, Shelley's not waking up. So Renee ran upstairs to wake Shelley up. Shelley woke up and she literally jumped out of her skin because Renee's like, wake up, they're outside, they've pulled up, whatnot. So then I've gone back downstairs and at this point, I'm not even comprehended what's going on. Like I'm that high. I've not even comprehended that there's literally 2 cars have pulled up full of bitches. So I'm just kind of standing there. I low-key froze because I was just like, I was not with it at that point. The taxis left. Obviously, they tried to jump Goody or whatnot. Then Shelly ran over. Renee ran over. Our taxi's gone. At this point, we just hopped in the car on a frantic one because they drove off. Renee went to give them the laptop. Like, she handed them the laptop. There was no need for, obviously, 2 cars.
What was Renee saying? She don't want no smoke? Like, she was like, giving the laptop up because she don't want to fight?
She just gave them, no, not even. She just gave them the laptop because obviously Lani's come to collect her laptop. So Renee's genuinely just given the laptop, and then the shouting happened, and then the commotion happened. But I can't lie, I was kind of out of it. I wasn't really like as on point as I should have been. So we all jumped in the car.
Or like what?
No, I stayed out of it. I can't lie. I was just standing there, like that situation. Grace is the one in the green as well.
It's a bit fuzzy. Okay. So did anyone else get hit with the frying pan? Because apparently Grace or somebody got hit with the frying pan.
Yeah, Grace got hit because I don't know what Grace was doing there. There was no need for Grace to be there. But before Renee came out with the frying pan, Goody was like, he didn't want his stuff to be stolen because obviously all our shit's in the boot of the car. and they've tried to rummage through the car. Goody didn't want none of his designer shit or whatnot getting stolen. I can't lie, Grace was like an extra cast member at this rate. She didn't really say much. She didn't really do much. She was quite unproblematic, but she did actually start at me at one point because of someone DM'd her and she was like, was this you? Because it was something to do with someone's sister. It was so petty. She walked into the villa, into like the main dining room and said to everyone like, yeah, so she got really angry. And then she looked at me and she's like, I swear to God, if this was you, like, I'll take you on right now. I was like, my sister's 5. Like, I know this ain't to do with me. My sister's literally like a child. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know where this has come from. But yeah, Grace was nice, to be fair. And I did fuck with her on the first day because obviously we're also in similar industries. So I did fuck with her. Especially at the airport. And then day 2, like, she kind of just generally forgotten about me, as I say, for whatever not. I mean, we did have like a few conversations now and again. Right. She did tell me that some of the girls had an issue because I had a drink, like I had someone's alcohol. But I generally thought it was a free-for-all because there was some alcohol in the villa. I'm not going to lie. There was like alcohol in the fridge and like no one claimed it. So I did have a shot. I didn't really think anything of it. And then I found out it was Birdie's. It was Birdie's alcohol.
Oh no.
So then I was like, because Grace came up to me and was like, yeah, just to let you know, the girls are kind of pissed because you drank someone's alcohol. But I saw people pouring cups. So again, I genuinely didn't think it was like someone's personal alcohol. So I did go over to Birdie and I did apologize. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was your alcohol. So if I did something wrong, like I would take accountability for it and I'd say like, yeah.
And what did Birdie say?
She was just like, okay. There was a bottle of Ray and Nephews, but it was in like a glass vase. So it generally looked like water. And I poured myself a cup and I almost downed it, like down the water because I was really thirsty. And everyone was like, no, that's Ray's. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the actual fuck?
Not you trying to off yourself in Croatia, girl. What the hell?
I almost backed a whole cup like it was water. And I didn't even smell it until it touched it. They're like, girl, no, that's Ray's. And we had to find out the hard way that was Ray's. I don't know why there was a bottle of just Ray's, but it wasn't even in the Ray's bottle. It was in a, one of them things.
So was there alcohol supplied? So obviously there was a bit of a short